In the weeks after the disappearance, the Mexican government launched a massive investigation. Search teams combed hillsides, forests, and abandoned areas around Iguala. What they found was horrifying. Several mass graves. But forensic tests revealed something unexpected. The bodies in those graves were not the missing students. The discovery raised a chilling question. If those graves weren't connected to the case, how many other victims were hidden in the region? Soon, the federal government announced what it called the historical truth. According to prosecutors, the students had been handed over by local police to the criminal group Guerreros Unidos. The cartel allegedly killed the students, burned their bodies overnight at a garbage dump in the town of Cocula, and dumped the ashes into a nearby river. Officials claimed the case was solved, but many experts immediately doubted the story. Independent investigators, including a team from the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, studied the evidence. Their conclusion was shocking. The alleged mass burning described by the government was scientifically impossible under the conditions at the dump. There was simply no proof that such a fire had occurred. More disturbing allegations began surfacing. Human rights groups accused authorities of torturing suspects to force confessions. Some evidence appeared to have been manipulated. Witness statements contradicted each other. Even members of the Mexican military stationed nearby that night were accused of withholding information. The investigation itself had become part of the mystery. Years passed. Governments changed. New investigations reopened the case. Arrest warrants were issued for dozens of officials, including police officers, soldiers, and government investigators. And in 2022, a government report described the disappearances as a state crime, meaning multiple parts of the government may have been involved or complicit. Yet despite all the investigations, arrests, and reports, the fate of most of the 43 students remains unknown. Only a few fragments of remains have ever been identified through DNA testing. For the families, the pain never ended. Every year they continue marching, carrying photos of their sons through the streets of Mexico City, still demanding the same answer they've asked since 2014. What really happened that night in Iguala? Because until the truth is fully uncovered, the disappearance of the 43 Ayotzinapa students remains one of the most haunting mysteries in modern Latin American history, and a reminder of how dangerous the search for truth can be.